This is the Coin It Podcast, sponsored by coincosmo.com.
So, I mean, like in foreign and stuff like that, I know there seems to be a preference in NGC grading foreign. I mean, what is your whole take? I'm curious to see what your whole take is on that, because I think pcgs does a fair job too. It's hard to say. Like in some series, like I think NGC is a little bit better, but then in other series, pcgs sort of caught up. I mean, what is your whole opinion on it? Do you have a preference?
Yeah. So for it, the main thing comes down to the country and the denomination. So we'll send a lot of Canadian coins to pcgs because they're sort of looked at and treated more like US in terms of the Canadian collectors. So a lot of the Canadian stuff we send to pcgs because they'll mark things specimen, which does play into it. In terms of German states, it's kind of a cross. We do. I mean, a lot of times we get the collections and they're already certified. So we're not going to be cracking something out for no reason to send it somewhere else just to have another grade on it. But, you know, a lot of German state stuff does come in pcgs holders, and, you know, those are great. I mean, there's really it's not necessarily as black and white as US coins being in pcgs holders versus NGC and seeing some sort of numerical value difference that's easy to kind of trend. But with World, we do send a majority of it. If it is coming in raw to us, we do send the majority of it to NGC. A lot of it has to do also with turnarounds for our deadlines, making sure we can get material back in time. And then, of course, with ancient coins, we only have one option, really. I mean, we do send some things to Annex, but NGC is pretty much the one that we go to for those.
Yeah,
so
they do. Yeah, they specialize in that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone could beat them at ancients.
Yeah. But in terms of, whether a coin is certified by NGC or PCGS for World, I mean, I'm speaking purely of my own opinion and the way I've seen things kind of play out. It doesn't really translate into a higher value the way it does for US coins sometimes. And both are obviously very well respected. And, most clients tend to be very aware of both companies. So, again, for us, it will basically boil down to if we can get it back in time for the sale that it's supposed to be going into. And then from there, what are the options that we have in terms of the finish? So if it's specimen, or if we have a really beautifully toned coin and we want that to have a star. So, those things can come into play, but it's not, it's more of an exception to the rule. So,
yeah.